unselfish play. That unselfishness became contagious. Ty Lawson showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the
What is up, Nuggets fans? Denver Nuggets fan 2 back here again, here to give you guys my game recap for the Nuggets 103-102 loss to the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis on Friday night. We fell to 17-14 with this loss. Tough one to swallow, heartbreaker for us. You got to love the heart and the mental toughness and the energy and effort we played with in that second half, but just started way too slow and had way too big of a deficit to overcome to expect to win this game. I thought we did a phenomenal job of in the second half of coming out and playing with great effort and energy and getting back in the game and actually taking a lead in the waning moments. But obviously the Grizzlies were able to get that tip in and eventually win the game. And we had to make up so much ground that second half. I mean, we really just hurt ourselves from the get-go. But I love the heart we showed. I love the effort and energy we played with, and I'll take a close loss like this all day if we play with that kind of effort and energy every game. We had a pretty darn good shooting night. The Nuggets shot 49% from the field, 47% from the three-point line. You love seeing that. I thought the three ball was a big reason why we got back in this game, started knocking down some three-point shots in the second half. But we were only 67% from the free throw line. You don't like seeing that. You're leaving too many free throws, too many free points on the floor, on the court, in a real close game. So would have liked to see us shoot obviously better from the free throw line. But all in all, great shooting night for the Nuggets. Grizzlies also shot well too. They were 50% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, 79% from the free throw line. They really came out and had a hot start, especially from the three-point line in the first half. They cooled down a little bit in the second half as we ramped up our execution and intensity on the defensive end. But still, the Grizzlies also had a real good shooting night, and they were able to pull off the win here. Looking at some good things the Nuggets did in this game, there's definitely a lot of positives to take out of this game for the Nuggets. We did have 60 points in the paint. You like seeing that. I thought we did a great job, especially in the second half, of attacking the painted area, being aggressive offensively, forcing the issue offensively, and getting some easy buckets at the rim and getting some high percentage shots in the painted area. We had 14 offensive rebounds and loved the effort on the glass for the most part by our guys. I thought Kenneth Faried did a great job on the offensive glass. We did a good job, especially in the second half, of creating some second chance possessions for us offensively. We had 10 steals. Like I said, the intensity of our defense definitely picked up in the second half. Did a good job being more active, getting in the Grizzlies' passing lanes, and then forcing them to commit some mistakes. They did. Ended up committing 19 turnovers in this game, did the Grizzlies, and we ended up converting off those turnovers very well. We had 28 points off the Grizzlies' turnovers. Like I said, that was a huge reason we got back in this game, is that in the second half, our defensive intensity ramped up. We were way more active, and then we created those turnovers. Then to capitalize on the turnovers as well as we did, that's exactly why we got back in the game, to have 28 points off turnovers. That was great to see. Outscored the Grizzlies 59-43 in the second half. Like I said, the second half was great. If we just could have played as good as we did in the second half, in the first half, we would have won this game with no problem. But just had that real slow start in the first half, and obviously came back to bite us. But the second half was great. Thought we showed a ton of heart to erase that huge deficit that we had in this game to Memphis, and to get back in this game and actually take the lead. I mean, it just shows great heart by our guys and the mental toughness of this team, and just play with great energy and effort. I was so proud of the effort that our guys played with in that second half. And our bench played well. Our bench outscored the Grizzlies bench 46-26. You love seeing that. I thought we got some great production out of our bench, and they were a big reason we got back in this game as well. Those guys never quit fighting in this game, and just gave us a great spark off the bench, and were another big reason we got back in this. So even though this was a tough loss, there's a lot of positives to take out of this game for the Nuggets moving forward. Looking at some of the bad things the Nuggets did in this game, like I mentioned, the second half was great, but the first half was really poor for us. Just got off to a real bad start. We were outscored 60-43 in the first half against the Memphis Grizzlies. You can't expect, while you're on the road playing a great team in the Memphis Grizzlies, and to have that type of bad, start, that bad of a start. You can't expect to come back and win. Fortunately for us, we did get back into the game, and like I said, play with great effort in that second half. But you can't have those type of starts on the road and expect to win. I mean, you're already putting yourself in a 17-point hole going into the second half. On the road. I mean, just you don't like seeing that. I thought we were real sluggish out the gates, and our defense was just, it looked lost in the first half. It gave up a lot of easy looks from the three-point line, and they just didn't really play with any intensity on the defensive end in that first half. We did give up 15 offensive rebounds. Gave up way too many second chance possessions to Memphis. They capitalized on it. Obviously, the tip in to win the game by Dante Cunningham was off an offensive rebound. Kenneth Faried's got to box out in that situation, do a better job of that. And just as a team, we didn't do a good job of that all game of boxing out, and it definitely hurt us and was obviously one of the main reasons, if not the main reason we lost, was our inability, I guess, to keep Memphis off the offensive boards. We did give up 23 fast break points. You don't like seeing that. That's given up way too many points in transition. I thought our transition defense was not good. Didn't do a good job of getting back at all in this game. That's something we got to continue to work on and improve on. That's just giving up way too many easy buckets to a good Memphis Grizzlies team. I mean, they really did outrun us in this game. We did have 15 turnovers. Did a good job of kind of cutting them down in the second half, but still, that's a lot. I mean, we gave up 17 points off those 15 turnovers. You're just giving a real good team in Memphis too many chances to capitalize on your mistakes, and they did that. And you don't like seeing that. Gave up 56 points in the paint. I thought, once again, Memphis did a good job of off the offensive rebounds, getting some easy buckets at the rim, and their bigs did a great job of just hanging around the rim and staying in that painted area all night. Marcus Sol killed us in the paint, and just their whole team did. I mean, our interior defense wasn't very good here in this game, and that was unfortunate to see. And lastly, you only play 24 minutes of good basketball. You can't expect to win when you're only playing half the game well. Looking at some individual performances here, starting with Corey Brewer. Another great game from Corey. He finished with 26 points, 5 rebounds, a steal and a block. Was 10 of 14 from the field, 5 of 6 from the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Had the big play there in the waning moments of the game where him and Andre Miller forced a steal on Mike Conley. And Andre Miller, I'm not sure what big for the Grizzlies it was, but one of their big men actually contested Andre. He had a layup, he missed it, and Corey Brewer did a great job at trailing the play, getting the offensive rebound and getting the putback dunk to give us that 1-point lead with limited time remaining. And he just came out in that second half and played with great aggression offensively, played with great effort and energy. I thought defensively did a pretty good job on Rudy Gay all game. Rudy Gay did hit a couple big shots for the Grizzlies down the stretch, but for the most part I thought Corey Brewer played pretty solid defense on him, and then he finishes with 26 points. I thought offensively was great, shot really well from the three-point line. Like I said, it was 5 of 6 from there. That was a big reason why we were able to get back in the game, was because of Corey Brewer's energy and effort on the defensive end and just in general, but also because of his shooting from beyond the arc. I thought he was great, hit a couple big threes for us and gave us a great lift, and what was one of the big reasons we were even back in this game. Ty Lawson also played well. He finished with 18.6 assists, 3 rebounds and 2 steals, was 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I thought Ty played pretty well, did a good job of attacking the basket all game. You like seeing him get 18 points on 14 shots, playing a little more efficient offensively. That's a plus. 6 assists was pretty good. I thought for the most part did a decent job of facilitating the offense and orchestrating the offense and just getting us going offensively there in the second half, playing up tempo, playing fast, and doing a good job of taking his guy, whether it be Mike Conley or whoever was guarding him, off the dribble and trying to get to the rim and trying to get easy buckets. So I thought Ty Lawson did play well, and really was happy with his performance. Kenneth Faried, I thought, played phenomenal. He finished with a double-double here, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal for Kenneth Faried. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Obviously, he's gotten a lot of criticism by Nuggets fans because he was unable to box out Dante Cunningham on the tip-in that eventually won the game for the Grizzlies. Obviously, that was a mistake on his part. Kenneth's got to do a better job of boxing out Cunningham in that situation. I thought his the box out in that situation was kind of half-hearted. Made it pretty easy for Dante Cunningham to get that tip in. But for the most part, Kenneth Faried played great. And to be honest with all the Nuggets fans that want to criticize him, without Kenneth Faried, we would have never got back into this game. I thought his effort and energy was flawless all night. You can't expect anything less from Kenneth Faried. This guy that plays at 100 miles per hour for 48 minutes, and he played great. And what I was real impressed to see was his aggressiveness. Kenneth Faried was real aggressive on the offensive end, was great on the glass, obviously with 10 rebounds, pretty good defensively, did a good job of coming over to help with the 2 blocks. But I was really impressed with his offensive game. His post game is a lot more refined than I was expecting. he showed some pretty good footwork from in the post, some pretty good moves, got a couple buckets off that, and was just real assertive offensively. I was really proud to see Kenneth Reed, kind of step up in some big moments for us down the stretch, and I was really impressed by his post game. He was a lot more refined, and his footwork's a lot better than I expected, and I was real impressed with that. So people can dog on Kenneth Reed all they want, but I was real proud of the guy, and I was real happy with his performance. I thought he played great, and without him we wouldn't even have been in this game. And lastly, Andre Miller off the bench, I thought played decent. He had 13 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Shot 5 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Obviously, wasn't too efficient offensively. I mean, 13 points on 13 shots, that's not good. But did hit 2 big threes for us down the stretch, and did a good job of setting up, some of his teammates with some good passing. 9 assists out of Andre. That did a good job of getting some guys some good looks and getting them the ball in some good spots. I was real proud of our guys. The fact that we didn't quit, we kept grinding, we kept fighting, and showed great heart and great, and played with great energy and effort. I was real proud of that. So the Nuggets fall to the Memphis Grizzlies 103-102 in Memphis. Fell to 17-14 with this loss. Obviously hate losing, but I think a lot of positives to take out of this loss for the Nuggets.